Hey guys, Gripper here. In this video we are going to continue the 1 to 60 dot kill run. In this portion we are going to be tackling 30 to 35. Originally I was going to make it 30 to 40, but the video would be too long, so this will kind of break it up a little bit. So where we left off was we just finished Helcular's Revenge, and we got the next part, and we are a few bars into 30. So at this point we're going to go back to the Yetis, and we are going to charge the first two flames for Helcular's Revenge. So just kill any Yeti that you see on the way to the flames. Alright, and leaving the Yeti cave, you want to be about 3 to 4 bars in to 30, and now we will run over to Hammerfall. Arathi is kind of a long run, but you're going to have to make this run prior to having a mount anyway, so this kind of just gets it out of the way. On this road to Hammerfall, there's a pack of Alliance elites. Try to avoid them, they will kill you, and the graveyard is a little bit punishing in this zone. Something that I already did that I want to mention again while you're in Hillsbrad is to pick up this quest, Rekthar Deathgate. It's going to be a breadcrumb for our Silithus zone, and it's very important that we pick this up. Okay, so now that we're in Hammerfall, first things first, we are going to get the flight path, and we're going to pick up this Hammerfall quest. Just a little back and forth here. And we're going to accept Raising Spirits. This is the one quest we are going to do right now. And it's just to kill the raptors. It's pretty easy. Drop rate's, not too bad. Should just be able to do a little raptor loop here, and they should all be respawned. Okay. So you shouldn't need to do any extra grinding, but you want to aim to be about 5 bars in after completing that, and then you get a little bonus XP turning in the quest. We'll do another little back and forth here.
What do you need? Go. Relax.
And then you'll be on Guile of the Raptor, and we're going to skip that for now. Next, our hearth is in Orgrimmar, so we're going to go ahead and hearth back. Here we're going to do a couple things. If you didn't turn in the Swarm Grows, go ahead and do that, and then we're also going to accept Alliance Relations for the Desolace portion.
Loktar. Speak, friend.
This quest requires you to run around Orgrimmar a bit, but it's well worth it. So at this point, I do mention this in my guide, you're going to want to have all 10 slaughters at this point. It's a little bit of a gold sink, but it's, again, well worth it. Just come over here to the general goods vendor, not that one, and yeah, just buy some of the heavy brown bags. Okay, and now we are going to take the Zeppelin to Gromgal. I'm going to go ahead and teleport. First things first, get the flight path. This is very important so you don't have to run back here again once we're down in Booty Bay. And we are just going to make our way over to the hunter camp. Try to like stay on the road. You're only going to be level 30, so you're going to aggro and die if you try to like run through this way.
Great to meet you. See you soon. Great to meet you. What's on your mind?
Hey there. Farewell.
Accept 3 mastery quests. And first things first, we are just going to do Tiger Mastery here.
Hello.
Turn in, get the next portion. We did that because we're going to do panthers, the young panthers, and the tigers in the same area. So yeah, just come up here. And this is where all the tiger spawns are. There may not be 10 spawns right away. And if that's the case, just come down here, kill more panthers. These should all be respawned. I like to just, do this circle loop a bit because we are going to grind, quite a bit over here. By this time, the panther or the tiger should be back up. So just do another little quick loop here. Okay, so this is where you're gonna grind a lot. We're not gonna leave this zone until our hearth is back up. So you should, once you're gonna grind in this little area on the tigers and panthers until you have 20 minutes left on your hearth. And to simulate that, we're just gonna kill this loop a few more times. Because this is about where you want to be XP wise once you leave this grind spot. Go to the cruising compound like I just did. And yeah, just do this loop. Okay, at this point you should probably be about this far in XP wise. It's okay if you're not, and about 20 minutes left on your hearth. So we'll run back and turn in.
Can I help you? Be careful.
And we'll do the panthers and the raptors over here. Should take about 20 minutes. If you finish a little early, you can go ahead and just grind a little bit more. Raptors are a little higher level, but you should be able to handle it just fine doing it one by one. Careful over here not to pull the two together. If you do, just leash the younger ones away.
No! Safe! Need help? Be careful.
Okay, and at this point we are going to hearth back to Orc. Okay, from here we're going to keep our hearth and Orc for now, and we are going to fly to the crossroads. From here we're going to run back to the little hut and talk to Regthar.
Loktar!
And then accept Kolklar of Deathless. Okay, come back here. Now we are going to set our hearth at Crossroads and fly to Stone Talon. Something to note real quick, we are going to do a long grind here, so make sure you stock up on food and water here before running into Deathless. Okay, so first things first, we are going to stop at Thunder Axe Fortress, and we are going to grind out the 8 demon skin. So, just, I did make a video about the optimal grind path here, and you're just gonna do that until you get the drop. There it is. Again, this could take you a few minutes. It could take you half an hour to an hour, depending on how lucky you are. Go ahead and accept that. And we're gonna run down to Ghostwalker Village. This is always a little tricky getting up here. Once you get to the graveyard, go left. And the path to the town is right up here. Here we're gonna turn in. Skip these alliance quests, they are a waste of time.
Blood and thunder, strength and honor. Strength.
Okay, so now we've got all of our quests. This is where the Centaur grind is going to begin. So we're just gonna run on over this way. And again, I did make a video about this. going to come to the northern part of the village and start our grind. I will show you the loop one more time in this video, but for the sake of speed, I am going to level myself to 33. So here. This guy does pad around, but he's easily avoidable and you shouldn't see him more than once or twice while you're doing your grind. And that's about it. These will start to respawn as you get back to this point. So like I said, I'm going to level myself up 2 levels to simulate the grinding. And we are 33 at this point. To finish up, we are going to kill the named mob over here. He can spawn in any of the camps. I do happen to know it's here, kind of where Questy says, or up here. On private servers it is always back here. And we are going to then go up to the Satyr village. And just do this grind. Just kind of kill any satyr you see. Some of them are for the quest, but you know, it's a good grind. They're pretty easy. Some of them do get enraged, but they get slowed, so you can kind of just pull your energy, pull your rage, you know, do what you need to do as to not take too much damage. Sure you do loot the Shadow Stalker cap, so you may have to kill, you know, quite a few of these. On Classic, they are a lot more spawns of these, so you don't need to worry about, you know, only camping those 3 that spawn on private servers. From here, we're gonna go back to the town.
So.
So as I mentioned in the guide, this Catch of the Day quest is really only for people that can breathe underwater. It's worth doing if you can, but otherwise skip it. In this guide I will skip it since most people probably won't be able to do that quest. Alright, from here we are going to go back to those centaur and get the ears real quick. Just kill, you know, whatever. You can do the path, or you can just kill whatever you see. we are going to run down here to this little goblin for Kodo ground up.
Talk to me.
This is a pretty easy quest. It gives some nice rewards, so I do recommend doing it. Essentially, you just run to the Kodo graveyard. Use your combobulator on a Kodo. And just run it back. They do run pretty slow, but the quest takes 5 to 6 minutes, so it's some decent XP. If you only want to do half this quest now, you know, just because the Kodos that are right up front, you can do that and finish it at a later time, but I recommend just doing it all at once. And then once the Kodo gets in range of our little goblin friend, just click on it and you will get credit for it. For the sake of time, I am going to auto-complete this quest.
Yo!
And from here, we are going to run to Shadowprey Village. Pretty much pick up every quest here.
Greetings.
How you doing, man?
You be busy.
Make sure you get the flight path, and then I'm not going to set my hearth. If you feel like you want to set your hearth, you can, but I like to keep it at crossroads. If you're going to do the shellfish traps, they're just kind of here in the water. You'll get 10 of them, and then turn them into this guy for the blood belly, or for the blood belly fish. Okay, from here, this is going to be a little bit of a pain in the ass, but there's no quicker way. We're just going to swim all the way up here. Once you get in this area, go ahead and start looking out for the clams, because we will need 10 of them. They are loosely spread apart, but I do believe they respawn rather quickly. Don't aggro any of these guys quite yet, because we're going to kill them for a different quest.
It's too far away.
So here on the map where I am, we're gonna pick up this log here for the for the treasure, and kill a couple of murlocs on the coast here, and make your way over here to this Argent Dawn quest giver.
Greetings. Go with honor.
From here, we are going to go back to Thunder Axe Fortress. And we are going to do 3 quests here. We are going to get our Scepter of Light, we're going to kill the demon, and we are going to do Burning of the Spirits. This quest is pretty easy. You'll just get them down to like 5% health, and you'll use this gem to drain their life. It does about 100 damage every 3 seconds, so it will finish them off. You do that 15 times. I like to just do it on the mobs that I'm going to kill anyways to get to the quest giver, or to the different quests. So we'll come up here and kill the seer. Scepter of Light. Something to note, you can grind a little extra here, especially if you're not doing Catch of the Day. So clear this entire room, and then we're gonna mine this, whatever it is, and spawn the demon. As you can see, it's level 37. You are level 33, so it can be a little bit difficult. There's plenty of room to just kind of kite it around, you know, drink a health pot, heal, do whatever you need to do, but every class should be able to easily solo this. I have GM mode on, so I didn't get to loot him. Just make sure you finished the Burning of Spirits. I am just going to auto-complete it real quick. Alright, and like I said, grind here if you feel like you need to make up XP, or you feel like just, you know, hitting a few more mobs for easy XP. They are very squishy. We are going to run back to the Argent Dawn guy.
Well met.
Set Book of the Ancients. And we are just going to do all of these Naga quests, and the treasure, and the clam bait. This quest is kind of annoying because it's underwater, but the XP is actually pretty good. It's going to be faster than what you get grinding. But yeah, it is a bit of a pain in the ass. Don't get greedy around here, you know, you don't want to die because the res is all the way back here, and it's a good 5-6 minute run back. So the Naga drop the gold key, which is pretty easy drop rate. And these dry snap crabs drop the silver key. And go ahead and finish clam bait while you're over here. There's the key. You know, don't kill more than you need to with these because you're underwater. Conserve your health, your mana, you know, whatever resource you use, because you don't want to have to go back to shore and drink too much. Not sure why I didn't just auto-complete this one, but we're almost done. Okay. So I like to come to this little island first because there are some warriors, myrmidons, and sorcerers, and then there's also an oracle. So the oracle spawns are limited, especially on private servers. But this is 100% drop rate on classic, if not 100, probably, you know, 75 to 90%. For whatever reason on private servers, it's, you know, very low. So I'm just gonna spawn it till I get it, kill a few more. Otherwise, I'll just complete the quest, just not to get too much extra XP here. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and complete it. Okay, and again, don't get greedy with these mobs. You know, take them one at a time, because you do not want to die over here. Okay, Next we'll come up to the big island here, we'll turn in the treasure, and we'll do Book of the Ancients. The treasure's kind of hard to see, but it's right here. And just clear this island. Okay, so you want to clear this entire area. So we're going to click on the statue and a level 39 mob's going to spawn. You are only level 33, but, or excuse me, level 38. But he's pretty easy, you know, you just kite him around, do what you need to do to kill it. If it does look like you're going to die, just run away on the path you just cleared and try again. If you can't kill it, that's okay. But most classes should be able to succeed in killing this mob. Just use your cooldowns. And yeah, just give it your best shot. So after that, come back to this island, finish off the Myrmidons. There are more Naga and Sorceress spawns on Classic, so you really won't have to swim around and search for them like I am. Okay, so we have now finished all of our quests in this area.
King's honor, friend. Light bless you.
Next we are going to come over here and get the Bone Collector quest.
Time is money, friend.
This may seem like a waste of time, but it is going to be the first necklace you get, and it gives a decent chunk of XP, and it's very easy. You're just going to come down here to the Kodo Graveyard and loot any of the bones you see. Worth noting that sometimes, let's see if I can get one to spawn, these Kodo apparitions spawn, and you're just going to want to run away from them. It's no big deal. Like, yeah, there we go. So yeah, just run away, leash it, and just finish this quest. For the sake of time, I am going to auto-complete it. So once you're done, you know, just come back up here and turn it in.
Yo! Have a good one.
Next we'll run back to Ghostwalker Post.
So. Down. Blood and thunder.
Make sure you pick up Alliance Relations. Just tells you going back to Orgrimmar, just easy XP. Now from here we are going to run back to Shadowprey. If you decided to set your hearth, feel free to hearth.
What brings you here?
Oh, do not accept Portals of the Legion. And go ahead and abandon Catch of the Day if you took it and decided not to do it.
Talk to me.
Leader.
Relax. You be careful, man.
Greetings.
From here, can hurt the crossroads and fly, but I think I think it is faster to hurt the crossroads and fly, so that's what we'll do, is Hearth and fly down to Free Wind. I am going to teleport just to speed it up a little. From here, we are going to run to Shivering Flats and stop and turn in the Swarm Groves.
What do you need? Go.
And we're just going to pick everything up we see.
Hey! Off and away!
Hi, how are you?
How are you? What's your back? What's on your mind? What's up? Hurry back!
The winds guide you.
And we'll start the grind. Not too much commentary here because everything's pretty self-explanatory. Just go around, get what you need, grind up, pretty much just grind on anything you see. We're gonna try to get 35 here, pick up all your rocket parts, and yeah. One thing I will say is it's gonna take me a little longer to finish some of these quests because the drops on private servers are a little bit scuffed, but it doesn't take long at all on actual classic. Also, as it mentions in my guide, the vendor trash is worth a ton, so go ahead and go back to town and vendor every time your inventory is full. Feel free to skip ahead. This portion, it is going to be kind of boring, but I am going to do it to simulate the XP. Careful for Vile Sting here. He probably will be up if you're one of the first people. Okay, at this point you should pretty much have everything completed except a bump in the road, and we will do that because we're going to grind on those basilisks for a little bit. So next we're going to do the bugs. It should be worth noting that this is what happens. When you kill these hive drones, they come from a mile away. So be prepared to fight 2 or 3 mobs at once. You should be able to. They are pretty squishy. They're hitting me for a lot because I have no defense. But you should be able to handle it. If you can't, just run away. It's no big deal. And it's only the hive drones, and I guess that's why they're called drones. The searchers and the invaders, they do not do this. Let's see. I'm actually going to go vendor real quick because I need to loot a lot of objects.
Greetings.
Okay, so you should get this quest drop right away. Just accept it and just keep killing. It should be able to complete it. And lastly, like I said in the guide, these things are on pooling system. It took me to grinding here a little bit before I got all the kills I needed for the kill quest, because mobs have to spawn. Mobs spawn differently as you kill them. But nonetheless, it's a good grind. They're very easy to kill. Just gonna clean this up real quick. Once you finish bugs, just go ahead and turn it in real quick.
Stronghold.
And then I like to go down here to finish bump in the road. Okay, so once you finish all the quests, go ahead and turn them in so you can gauge how much XP you're gonna need to grind to finish out the rest. You should have rocket car parts finished. I'm just gonna auto complete it real quick.
Talk to me. Be good.
Honored, I'm sure. Alrighty then.
Can I help you? Alrighty then.
Greetings.
So you want to pick up Martek the Exiled.
On the way.
We are going to skip Encrusted Tail Fins.
Talk to me.
Pick up Goblin Sponsorship.
I've
Okay, so at this point, from here you should have Hemet Nessingwary, Martek the Exiled, parts of the Swarm complete to turn into Crossroads, Morphmaster Diggiwig, and Goblin Sponsorship. So yeah, make sure you have all of those before you leave the zone. We should be close to 35, and from here you're just going to come down here and grind the circle. Oops. It's easy enough. Just go in a circle. For the sake of time, I'm just going to go ahead and respawn and kill these real quick so we can hit 35. Okay, and that is 35. We're gonna stop this video for now, and we will continue 35 to 40 in the next one. Thanks for tuning in.